Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. Been a bit quiet on the old beers this weekend. I did 2 beer reviews this morning, but yeah, they're the only 2 beers I've had so far, and they were both like lower ABV. So I finally feel like a drink. I've been sitting out in the sun for a bit, hanging with the dogs and watching some other streams and stuff. So let's get into it. Obviously, I've got tomorrow off, so I could have a fair crack if I really wanted to. Possibly even do a hangout later if anyone's around. But I've got the 2025 New England IPAs from Pirate Life. They do a heap of different limiteds, but these, I think they just do a couple a year and just mix up the hops. So this must be the first one, and it is 7%. And then I think this is known as NEIPA2, which is 6.5. I've got no idea what hops are in them. It doesn't have any info on the can. So, yeah, we'll just go by aroma and taste and see how they go. I did a big order through Pirate Life, like last week, and I mainly wanted the collab with Mountain Culture, and there was another beer I was really interested in, and then I just sort of stocked up. I thought, stuff it, I'll get a heap of them. They're really good price point for craft beer. So yeah, it was quite a good purchase, and yeah, I think I got free postage as well. So yeah, let's do it. They're based in Port Adelaide in South Australia. So yeah, the guys are originally from WA or Fremantle way. And yeah, I've been following them since they first started. They've grown so much over the years. Cheers, Yaska. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, going about the same way as I always do. Hope you're well, bro. Good to see you're live earlier. So yeah, I've got the hashtag proper glassware. Bit dirty at the moment, but it doesn't really matter. It'll be full soon. So yeah, I'll start off with the bluey. See how we go. Yeah, there's a lot of good beer over that way. So yeah, I think I've just been enjoying hanging outside lately because we're finally getting some decent weather. I reckon just in a couple of days of sitting outside getting some sun, I've probably gone a few shades of dark. It's good not to be a pale fella again. Keep your chin up, bro. Got plenty of good people around you. There's always people to chat to, and yeah, like the more you do what you were doing today, it will definitely help. I don't necessarily like struggle with like anxiety or depression or anything like that. If things aren't going my way, I just get angry. But yeah, the way for me to sort of calm down is I talk to people. I'm one of those people that definitely wears their heart on their sleeve, so you know what sort of mood I'm in. And yeah, I think that's always been a good thing for me. I've been able to sort of brush stuff off and move on. 'Cause, yeah, everyone goes through shit, but yeah, it's just the way you're sort of able to deal with it. No, that sounds good, dude. Definitely a good thing to do is to have a hobby. Um, yeah, some good people around you. Cricket clubs, footy clubs, yeah, all that sort of stuff. Definitely a great thing. Yeah, for sure. Good to see you, bro. And yeah, if you ever want to chat to someone, I'm always here. I'm one of those people, I feel like I'm a good listener and I feel like I offer good advice. Some people might not agree, but yeah, I've always been that type of person that people can come to if they're struggling a bit or need help with something. Cool. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I had Elsie years ago. I don't even remember what it tastes like, but yeah, I definitely remember Elsie the milk stout. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, yep. So it's a father and son, and the son's mate. Yeah, the two boys were working at Brewdog together, like one of the original Brewdogs when it was really good. And the dad was, I don't know what his role was. He was in a job where he travelled a lot. I think he was making good coin, whatever he was doing, and then yeah, they're like, fuck it, let's start our own brewery. Yeah, it's all about that community. Okay, boys, I've poured the beer. Actually looks really good. So it's like a bright orange. It's about I'd say like a finger or two finger white foamy head. Looks really, really vibrant. Colour is like, yeah, like bright orange. I'd describe it as like a hazy. Um, yeah, it's probably like medium to full body. Actually looks like it's got a bit of thickness to it. It's got that smooth, creamy appearance. But yeah, let's go with. I thought good way to get started. I'll do two beers together. So yeah, I did a beer early this morning just because I was sort of keen to hang out with some of the UK peeps. They did like a Halloween stream, and I just wasn't feeling it. Like everyone was dressed up, and I'm just like, And then the US peeps were pretty quiet, so I was like, I didn't really feel like drinking. Then I was like, it's too early. I can't be fucked. Um, One of my UK mates, we decided to do a beer together, so that was all right doing that. The milk stout by Black Sheep. So yeah, I did that, and then I just like stopped drinking. Hadn't sort of done anything all day, just a few chores and hanging with the dogs out the backyard and some lunch and stuff. And then I was like, what am I doing? It's a nice Sunday. I don't have to work tomorrow. I may as well be cracking beers. So yeah, I thought I'll do two beers together, get some Pirate Lifes out of the way because I've got quite a few in the fridge, and then yeah, we'll go from there. It's definitely very juicy. It's got that like candied, like sweet citrus. At a guess, I would say maybe like Citra, Eldorado, maybe even one of those newer hops like Superdelic or something like that. It's got like a berry edge to it. So yeah, I'm gonna say like orange, mandarin, or tangerine, mango. Yeah, like sort of like blueberry, raspberry. Slight like grassy note. Maybe like guava, some like sweet tropical. Bready, biscuity malt. Maybe a slight hint of like caramel. But yeah, it smells really good. I mean, these guys aren't known for like really elite level New England IPAs, but they just brew good, like good solid ones. Their West Coasts are where it's at. I feel Pirate Life make brilliant West Coast. Anyway, I'm going in. Cheers. Definitely mango. Yeah, mango and orange. It's got that like sherbety thing going on. Orange sherbet. Quite tasty. What I might even do is I'll start the next one halfway into this. Cheers, Geordie. Long time no see, brother. Cheers, Joe. Good to see you, mate. On those European beers. Yeah, I've only had the couple of beers I had this morning, dude, all weekend. I've been a bit quiet. Cheers, Stealth. Welcome in, peeps. Cheers, Geordie. What are you? Were you on? You were on Simo's stream, weren't you, Geordie, for a little while? Yeah, at the moment I'm just doing some reviews, but I might do a hangout at some stage. Cool. Cool. They've had them at Aldi here, which has been pretty cool. They've got their Oktoberfest, their Hallis, and their wheat beer. And then they've had a few from Hofbrau. It's good when you can get beers like that at like an Aldi store. You'll be right. Tuck into it. Yeah, cool. What are you listening to, Geordie? It's very smooth and creamy and like, yeah, just leaves you wanting to come back for more. Like, moreish, I think the word is I'm looking for. Just that sweetness in the citrus. It's really inviting. Choo choo. I don't know if you've heard that train horn, but it was pretty loud. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. Because I mean, we can quite often get German beers, but it's like you pay stupid money for them. Whereas if you get them at Aldi, it's sort of the same price as what you're paying for like Aussie beers. Oh yeah, what'd you get, dude? Here we go. Yes, the old terpene beers. Oh yeah, cool. Sounds like the sort of stuff I'd listen to. Yeah, Double Vision, dude. That was a brewery I had recently. They were really good. I reckon you'll like the Double Visions. Urbanaut can be hit and miss. Bark, I've only ever had a few from. Yeah, sounds good. Black Sands, I'm not familiar with. Isthmus, I reckon I've had them yonks ago. 8 wide are generally good, and 2 Atara. Yeah, you've got a good mix. Cool, dude. You're really getting into it. It's good to see. And you're in a great country for craft beer. Like, I honestly think Australia and New Zealand are great places to be for craft. We have good conditions and yeah, great what ingredients for it. Yeah, yeah, it sort of varies. Like a lot of them are around the sort of 6 mark, and then he had what was it, a 10, couple of tens. you'll you'll be talking left-handed, brother. Yeah, because normally for you, like it's real late, like early morning sort of thing. So you'd always be hammered. Yeah, for sure. I had Subway for lunch. They had this it's a new craze at the moment as hot honey. I think it's called like Mike's Hot Honey. And yeah, it seems to be a massive craze at the moment. There's a lot of your yeah, your big chain stores seem to be using hot honey. And anyway, this Subway one was real good. So it was like chicken with hot honey on it, but I also added honey mustard just to honey it right up. And I got practically every salad you could get. The only shit thing was they didn't have the cheese I wanted. But yeah, it was real good. It's just so fucking expensive though. Like you get like a sandwich, a drink, and a cookie, and you're up for like fucking $25. I feel like this is going down too quick. It's getting a little bit of that grassy, sort of earthy bitterness now, but it's very subdued. It's definitely all about the juice, this beer, and like more of that sort of sweetness than anything else. Yeah, it's fucked. I remember, I'll never forget that made me think of a situation I had in a workplace once. I used to work at a furniture store when I was younger, and one of the guys that worked there as a salesman for a while, he was gay, but like we got on pretty well. Like I've got a couple of gay friends and gay cousins and stuff, and don't really give a shit about any of that. Anyway, I must have just used the word faggot like a fair bit, like back in the day. And I remember I said it, and just the look he gave me is like he was going to kill me. Like I was talking about someone thinking they were real hard and pissing me off or something, and yeah, I used that word, and yeah, just the look he gave me up, it made me feel real bad. It's just one of those things. It's like memory burn. I'll never forget it. Yeah, for sure. I actually feel quite warm. Probably like the fact that I've been sitting outside in the sun, you get a bit of sun on the skin, and it's like you've been sauteed. So yeah, I'll crack into this one now. I've still obviously got half a can of the other one there, but I thought I sort of want to try them side by side. I really need 2 glasses, to be honest. Let's see how this one goes. I don't reckon it looks as orange as the last one. It's a bit lighter in colour. The other one's more of a like bright, vibrant orange. This has sort of got that yellow tinge to it. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's what you want. A decent venue where you can keep going back to and they'll help you out and they'll try and get stuff in if you want. So yeah, as I said, a bit lighter in colour to the last. Probably got more of a head on it. This is probably more 2 to 3 finger. This one's less hazy. It's sort of more of a cloudy appearance. It doesn't look as full. Um, yeah, light carbonation. I'd say medium body with this one. Yeah. Okay. We'll go a whiff. Yeah, completely different, this one. I feel this one's sort of leaning more New Zealand hops. I reckon the last one was probably a mixture of like American and New Zealand. Or just like, it's just, you're not getting, you're sort of getting more green, like floral, herbal sort of character in this, whereas the last one was just all juice. I feel like this one's probably like Nelson sort and maybe like Rawaka or something like that. Fuck me dead. So yeah, I get like a white wine quality, like a white grape, maybe like some passion fruit, some pineapple. The last one was like a massive citrus bomb. This is like pretty much everything else. So yeah, it's like floral, grassy, maybe a little dank touch. It's definitely not sweet like the last one. Yeah, I reckon some peach, some stone fruit. Anyway, let's get into it. Cheers, boys and girls. A lot drier. It's good because, like, I reckon if I just had these during a sesh, wasn't really paying great attention to them, I sort of wouldn't be able to pick out the major differences. Just if I was just drinking them and not really thinking about it. But like, they are so different. So that's exactly why I was glad that, yeah, get both of them and do them like side by side. Like if I was to recommend like if someone said to me, I've got the two, I've got access to the 2 NEIPAs by Pirate Life. Would you get the blue or the green? Straight away, I'd go get the blue. Just from tasting them both side by side, I just think the blue's way better. Pardon me. I'll start hiccuping soon. What's the weather like where you are, Smokey? Because yeah, obviously you have the same seasons as us. Hello from Twitch. I didn't realise on Twitch that your streams don't actually save. Once you're live, like people can watch them, but then once it's done, it's done. I didn't know that. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't worry me at all because like YouTube's my main focus and it saves them on there. But I pretty much just added Twitch because people told me just to try another platform because you can utilize it through StreamYard the same way. Yeah, it's always cool when you get some random comments through there. And hit the old thumbs up too, guys. I feel like when I say to people to hit it, I'll get a lot more likes. So I noticed this morning, like the 2 streams we did, because I didn't say to hit the like. Yeah, it's like hardly anyone done it. Yeah, I keep. How many hours? What time is it there? Usually a couple hours ahead, aren't you? Cheers, Eric. Good to see you, brother. I've got Oasis and Metallica this week, Eric. 2 massive gigs. Quarter to 7. Yep. So yeah, you're 2 hours ahead of us on the East Coast. Are you guys in daylight savings? It's real confusing in Australia because Melbourne and Sydney are daylight savings, but like Queensland, which is above us, like directly above, aren't, and it makes it real confusing. Oh yeah, cool. I was on Angie's stream in the chat before. They were playing a heap of AI music, and I was like, "Why are you playing this shit? You do realize that it's killing the music industry." And BC was playing it too, and he's like real passionate muso type, like I am. And then he goes, "Yeah, I totally agree with you, Sammy. Like, I'm the same. I'm against AI music, but the only reason why I'm playing it is because, yeah, you don't get copyright strikes and that." And I'm like, "Well, that's shit. It's sort of, yeah, sort of like contradicting." So I just reckon AI music's going to fuck the whole industry, sort of like Spotify has. Yep. I'm just sick to death of hearing like people playing like, "Oh, what's this song? What's this song?" And it's like Metallica, and then it's got like a reggae beat or something. I'm like, oh, fucking cringe. Just give me the original. I reckon music's just lost its creativity. I mean, obviously, there's still real bands out there that grind like you guys, but just annoys me how all these simple fuckheads that have got no music like skills at all of a sudden making songs. I actually had a bit of a hangover. It was during the week sometime. I felt a bit rough the next day. Doesn't actually happen that often to me, but I think most of the time I drink, I only have a couple. Normally, if I have a few, I end up falling asleep before I get drunk. So it's probably a good thing. I definitely feel like this one has Nelson in it. I reckon Nelson and Rawaka. Maybe even like Mosaic or something like that. Yeah, that's a fair call. Yeah, I'm fucking sick of all these chicks doing that shit. It seems like the world's so against stuff these days, but it's like girls fucking getting out there and getting slammed by 40 guys, and that's like all of a sudden become cool. Like, it's like, what the fuck is going on in the world? Like that fucking Annie Knight or whatever her name is, like fucking like 200 guys in a night, and then they're like putting her all over TV and that. It's like such a bad example for young girls growing up. Makes me sick. Yeah. Yeah, I don't agree with it at all. I think it's fucked. It's just like putting fucking slutty girls up on a pedestal, and then all of a sudden, because young girls always looking for like inspiration on social media, and they follow these fuckwit types, and then they just think it's the norm. So I just don't agree with it at all. Imagine if you had a young daughter that was following Annie Knight, and she's like, "Oh, when I grow up, I want to do that." Jeez, mate, that's generous. Cheers, bro. Much appreciated. Is it true that Rush are getting back together? That's what I've heard. Because, yeah, one of my workmates is a mad Rush fan. Yeah. You'd have to think there's probably someone out there that's doing that. Some guy that just doesn't give a fuck about like women. It's probably like got a girlfriend he's got no interest in, and he's just like filming shit on the slide. There'd have to be someone out there that's doing that. Yeah, it just like yeah, there's so many people out there. You just think, fuck, they've done well to survive the marriage or relationship. Like, yeah, when you're single and you go on a date and that, it's like you have no idea what the person's like, yeah, been through or what they've done or what their interests are, and it's like you might end up finding out something that's really fucked up. See, funnily enough, as we're speaking about this, one of the girls that I was with, like last, as in, yeah, one of the girls I'd seen sort of recently in the last few years. Yeah, she actually went down that path for a while. She had an OnlyFans account. It's like, oh, imagine if it's your girlfriend with a chick drummer. There you go. Yeah, yeah. That's why I said about Rush because you mentioned Neil. Yeah, it's just especially when they're a small group, they lose that one dominant member, and it's like it's just not the same. Like even something as simple as like Blink 182 when Tom wasn't in the band, it just wasn't the same. Even though they're fucking quarter of the musicians that Russia. Yeah. Like to think like a lot of our parents, they got married really early, and a lot of them, it's their only partner they've had. Or if anything, they've maybe had like one or two other partners, and that's it. Whereas these days, all these people have like shagged at least 20 people before they even settle down. So like it's always a worry with like when it comes to cheating and that sort of shit. It is currently it's nearly 5 p.m. Sunday night, and I can carry on tonight because I have the next 3 days off. Yeah, I'm going to '08, hence the t-shirt. I'm going to the Oasis concert Tuesday night in Melbourne, and going to Metallica Saturday night in Melbourne. So it's going to be a rad week. I managed to get some accommodation finally too, so that's good. I'm staying right near the MCG, the greatest sports stadium in the world. Yeah, I thought if I just hold off, I did have some friends sort of offer accommodation, but I'd rather just have my own space and be able to do what I want, sort of thing. So yeah, I just thought I'll hold off and wait, and like something might come up, and then yeah, all of a sudden the mantra in Jollymont, which is like a fairly decent hotel chain, they they had rooms for 150. So I was like, "Yep, that's me." Bang. No doubt, I'll probably take the laptop and do a stream from there. Cheers, Jimmy. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, yeah, I'm sort of the same. Like, I absolutely love kids, and I wish I had my own kids, but just all the bullshit with like finding the right person to be with, and yeah, I don't know. I've got to a stage now where I think I enjoy being single more than having a partner. From the age of about 14 or 15, I've had girlfriends for years, then broke up, then started another relationship that's went for years. And it's just been on and on and on. And then I got to my 30s and, yeah, broke up with a girlfriend. And then I was just like, I just can't be fucked with it anymore. Nah, dude. Um, I should have watched it, but yeah, I think I just forgot it was on. Good old league too. Like rugby league's what I prefer. Yeah, I think because I live in Victoria, bro, they just don't advertise it much down here, so I just sort of forgot all about it. If I lived in New South Wales or Queensland, it would have been all over the news, and it's not like regular season where you're sort of hearing about it in the papers and shit. Because yeah, I remember seeing them lining up and just some highlights of the game and stuff, and I was like, "Fuck me, I didn't even know that was on." Yeah, the old Kangas. They've always been dominant in rugby league. Different story in Union, though. I've got a big fucking blowfly buzzing around me. It's the size of a small cat. The dog Jack's looking at it, thinking, "I'm gonna fuck you up." So yeah, I'm back on the blue one now, and funnily enough, because of my palate, sort of like having that bit of a shock from the second one. It's like the first one's not tasting as good now. A bit of warmth and a bit of air, though. It's probably changed, but yeah, it's definitely sweeter. Yeah. That's fucking awesome. Rocket! Yeah! I love that shit. That's good. And it's a sort of joke too that only people that know the band would know what the fuck you're talking about. Yeah. I knew you were a union man, but I didn't know that you actually liked league more. So you just union like league's obviously growing more in the south. Like we have our own team, Melbourne Storm, and they've been dominant for quite a while. So rugby league's definitely got bigger and bigger in my state, but union's still not really. You don't really hear much of it here. We had our own team, but I think yeah they're not even in the comp anymore. Bleh. AFL's just so massive in Victoria. It's like it's hard for anything else to sort of maintain success with like because yeah the crowds are always going to be going to AFL games, so it's always the real odd ones that go to like union games and that because you think like they're weird, they're not into AFL footy. It's like, oh, fucking hope footy. And then you'll see them at like rugby union games. It's like they're just trying to like go to like get an interest in something else just to piss people off. Ugh. I meant to put a star on that thing from Eric before. It was quite generous. I've got a nice kitty building up of donations, which will be handy because I feel like I'm actually struggling financially at the moment with the cost of living. Yeah, I think you got to get to 1,000 subscribers before you can even touch any of like the money that you earn. One thing I really need to do is go get my tax done. Hopefully, I get some cash back from that. Jimmy C's played rugby in a few different nations, haven't you? Probably played it in Wales, England, USA. Have you played any games in Canada? I'm assuming you probably played in Finland somewhere. So yeah, I've got a. The only thing I've got on tomorrow is well, I had nothing on, and now, buddy, I've got a call like a email from the real estate saying that fucking landlord's coming round because he wants to fix the two doors. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake, why does he have to come on my only day off where I'm just doing nothing and want to chill? So I'm either going to email him back and say he can do it another time, or if he's going to do it, just fucking get it done in the afternoon and leave me the fuck alone. It's just always when it suits him because he travels from Melbourne. He does his own. He's one of those landlords that does his own handyman work because he's a tired ass. And the funny thing is he's a shit handyman, so everything he does is always shit, like poor quality. Here we go. Oh god, that fucking sucks. Yeah, in our supermarkets here in Australia, or I don't know if it's the same in the city, but in the country you can't buy alcohol before 9 o'clock, and then it's 10 o'clock on Sundays, I think, and then yeah, you can't buy it after. I think it's 9 o'clock. I mean, you can still obviously go to bottle shops and that, but yeah, it's like where I live, the fucking bottle shops are shut at like 8 o'clock at night. It's like you can't even get. It's so fucked. You'll finish work at like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, and you'll just want to get some beers on your way home to tuck into, and you can't even get them. Well, that's how shit the town is that I live in. Yeah, my landlord's a fuckwit. Yeah, I actually need to do the same. Yeah, it's fucked. I know there's like up in Northern Territory, especially like Alice Springs and that, because of the Aboriginal culture and having some really bad problems with alcohol and stuff. There's only particular times of the day you can buy grog. Yeah, that's pretty awkward. I remember when I was doing some work experience up there, and like I'd go to get beers at like, I don't know, I think I'd finish work. I think I was sort of starting early and finishing mid arvo, and then I'd go to get beers, and all the places would have like doors and like roller doors and cages and that, and they're all shut off. It's like, what the fuck's going on? I just want to buy a beer. There'd only be allocated times throughout the day where you could get it. New Year's is one of those. If I'm out and about, New Year's, I'll generally be drinking something like Jaeger bombs or fucking Black Sambuca or something like that. I haven't had a good session on the spirits for a while. I want to do like a bourbon stream or something like that. Yeah. It's definitely lost its sweetness, which is really odd. I don't know whether it's just the air and the warmth has changed the flavors, or it's like my palate's sort of changed because of the other beer. It's just like it's drinking like a completely different beer. It's quite weird. I got no idea what I'm going to have for dinner tonight. It's I think the last 3 nights I've cooked up steaks, and I've run out of steak now, so it's like, fuck. I tell you what, though, you have a couple of nights in a row of eating like steak and eggs and salad and spending some time outside, getting some vitamin D, you just feel so much better. Plus, I probably haven't, there's no way I've drank as much the last few days either. In saying that, Friday night I had a good crack. I just haven't had much this weekend. There's a big magpie at my back door, and it's like it's talking to us. Meep, 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 meep. Yeah, funnily enough, in my beer community in Melbourne, there's quite a few. And it's like it's definitely a pretty cool quality. You like when you're there, you're hanging out with them, and you're talking about, I don't know, you'll just mention the fact that you went to this brewery and had this, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh yeah, I had that beer. It was like really roasty, and like the barrel quality was amazing." You're just like, "Oh yeah, tell me more." It is pretty cool. Yeah. See, I remember you saying that you're not really a big fan of the bitter beers and the like. Yeah, I sort of hope that changes for you, because New Zealand has fucking fantastic like West Coast IPAs. Yeah. I just hate how they call it all the same thing. Like, if you're so against meat and you don't want it to be anything like the real meat, why do they call it the same thing? Like, why do they still use the word steak and sausage? And it just doesn't make sense to me. the, the old lolly water. I tried to get my ex into beer bongs back in the day. She struggled big time. That's one thing I haven't done for a very long time. Back in the day, I'd challenge anyone. I'm certainly very good when it comes to beer bongs and that sort of shit. It's like, yeah, let's give us like a liter of beer and I'll be able to like smash it pretty quick. I'd rock up to parties and show off. Yeah, yeah. Fair call. I'm nearly out of these beers. I've only got half left of the drier one. I feel like I haven't been going for that long. No, it's an hour, so it's probably about average. I normally look at it with my channel because I chat a lot. Like, yeah, engage with the chat and all that sort of stuff. I normally look at it about 25 minutes to 35 minutes is generally a beer. So if I do two beers together, it's normally like an hour stream. And you got to do a shoey on your stream. Yeah, I could probably do one of them. Maybe I'll do a short of a shoey drink. I did an Oasis song for a short today. Good old Supersonic. Oh, yeah. So it was sort of thin. It's enticing though if that sun's shining out there. In the sunshine. if that sun's shining out there, I might want to sit out there for another hour or so. But yeah, I'm definitely keen for more beers, so I might even like go live a little later or something. It's sort of that time where the Aussies will be having their dinner. The UK guys will be waking up, or unless you're stealth, you'll be going to bed. And then, yeah, the US, it's sort of in the middle of the night now, or maybe early. I'd say Angie's probably still going over on her stream. Last I seen it was Angie, BC, Jules, and Craig. Might have a quick look now and see if they're still going. Craigie boy's all dressed up in his Halloween gear. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Congrats, dude. Always awesome when your team does well. And yeah, you're a passionate Dodgers man, so lap it up. They've been pretty dominant recently. Yeah, there's nothing better when you're invested in a sports team and they go well, and it certainly stops a lot of anger. There's nothing worse when your team's going shit, like most of my teams these days. Oh, good to see you, Sharp. What beer are you on, mate? One of the LA breweries should have like a Dodgers beer. They probably do. There's probably someone out there that has one. That'd be pretty cool. I think the last I heard from you was you were drinking the Celebration Ale. Was that right? It's a good beer. I haven't had that for a while. I'm just going to duck to the toilet quickly, peeps. I'll be back. The dogs got excited thinking it was dinner time, and they're like walking behind me going, yeah. And then I come back and sit down, and they're all disappointed. Suck shit, boys. Up you get. Come on. Dickhead. Yeah. It's a good beer. Red IPA, is it? Pretty sure it's a red IPA. I know it's real hoppy. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a good season for us. I feel like we'll be sort of middle of the road. Our defense is good, but still trying to, yeah. Obviously, we've had troubles with quarterbacks. Um, yeah, we've got like obviously some real awesome offensive players, but yeah, when you don't have that dominant quarterback like Cousins, it's hard and keep getting injuries as well. But yeah, hopefully the Leafs do all right in the hockey next season. They went all right this season, so. But yeah, my Australian teams is in rugby league. Melbourne Storm. They go all right nearly every year, but just keep falling short. Um, and then my beloved Demons have just been trash lately. I like the Bills in the NFL, but unfortunately, yeah, NBA's woke as fuck. Yeah, 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 the MLB seems like they haven't gone down that path as much, which is good. Cheers, Aubrey. Been a while, mate. Fuck. Been ages. When I just said something about Buddy from Australia, I'm like, who's this? What are they talking about? And I'm like, oh, he's talking about me. I heard their new song and I was like, wow, this is fucking awesome. So yeah, I'll be keen for that next tour. I know for a fact that they're coming out next year for sure to Australia. It'll be later in the year though, because yeah, I watch a lot of Matt Heafy stuff, and they did an interview with Corey recently, and he said that they're going to be coming out here with another big band. I think it's Corn. Not 100% sure, but yeah, I reckon Corn. They've been doing a lot of shit with Corn lately, so it said something about whoever the other band was coming out to Australia, and Trivium they were they were considering it as well. So then they've talked and said, "Well, fuck it, let's do a tour together." So yeah, bro, I said Aubrey. Cheers, bro. Grumpy, nah. Yeah, yeah, I don't know Grumpy. I know a Bumpy. Bumpyisms. Yeah, it's been ages since I've seen you, even in any channel. It's funny. There's this particular people that'll you see them all the time, and then you just never see them. Cool, dude. Where are they from? Are they Auckland or Wellington or like a smaller area? I've definitely had beers from them, but just not many. Yeah, the way our country's going, I've been thinking about fucking moving. It's becoming a bit of a joke. I feel like the UK's nearly worse off than us. What you doing, Jackie? Come here, mate. What's going on, bud? Up here. Come on, up. Want to get up? Fine then. Auckland based. They have won many awards. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'll have to keep an eye out. I think they're just one of those breweries you don't see in Australia very often. I've definitely had some from them back in the day, but you see pretty much every other brewery you mentioned. Apart, there was one that I wasn't familiar with, but actually, you don't really see Tuatara here anymore either. But you see Double Vision, Urban Eight Wired. Um, who else did you say? Yeah, yeah. Hit the thumbs up too, peeps, if you haven't already. Probably going to end this soon, but yeah, as I said, I'll end up doing something else at some stage. It's just got to that stage where I've done the 2 beers I wanted to do, and it's like, fuck. I want to keep going, but yeah, I don't have any other beer. Yeah. It's just about living comfortably. Like I bust my ass. I work overtime nearly every week. I don't spend much money on like utilities or groceries and stuff. Yes, I do buy good beers, but I still think for how hard I work and my situation, I should be so much better off. And I'm just sick to death of paying for someone else's house when I could be paying for my own. I just don't agree with. It's just a shit way to live life, going out there busting your fucking ass and not getting anywhere. Like I just feel like I could be so much better off in another country. I just think Australia is, yeah, the government's letting their people down with their huge taxes, and obviously because I'm a beer drinker, it affects me even more because every time I'm buying craft beer, I'm just getting fucking screwed over hard. So for the 2 beers, normally I wouldn't really give a score when I do multiple beers in a review, but fuck it. So I think this one's known as NEIPA, just NEIPA, like New England IPA, but it would be the 2025 edition because they've obviously done it every other year or most years. And then I think this is known as NEIPA2. So initially, I thought NEIPA 1 was so much better. It just had that real punchy, like sweet citrus, almost like candy citrus, like sherbety. And then this one was like drier and more of like your grape, your floral, your sort of dank quality. And then when I went back and revisited this one after trying the other, it just didn't seem as good. But I'm just going to go on that initial taste. I'd probably say this one would be like I would say a 4.3 out of 5. And then this one's probably like a 4.1. So yeah, if you're going to get any of them, I'd say the blue is the preferred option. The blue's actually a bit bigger in ABV as well. This is 7%. This one's 6.5. But yeah, it really just comes down to hops, I think. There might be a slightly different malt profile because the blue one did seem a bit thicker. Um, it definitely had more of an orange tinge, which yeah, quite often just comes down to like like the yeast, the wheat, the oats sort of thing. Yeah, it probably had slightly different malts. It was more orange, more vibrant, like slightly thicker. Yeah, cool. That would have been awesome. Yeah, good old silver chair, brother. Fucking love him. Yeah. Yeah, see, yesterday, for example, I ordered 14 beers and it cost me $200. That's how fucked the craft scene is In our countries, you're literally paying $15 now just for one can of beer. So yeah, I'll shoot off, guys. Thanks for chiming in. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't already, and I'll be back. So yeah, keep an eye out if I don't know whether anyone's still having a drink sort of for the next few hours, but yeah, I'll be back. I could be back soon, could be another hour or so. See how we go. It's sort of dinner time, so more than likely going to do something a little bit later. And then, yeah, because I don't have to work tomorrow, I can sort of kick on. So cheers, legends, and we'll see you again soon.